And it'll be the Condors kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense that has the first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. To the air, it's Baker. On target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Miller. Nice move to keep running.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
The option, he'll keep it. He breaks a tackle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So the Condors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive?
Might have a chance. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Condors are marching down the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Wants to throw. It's right. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And it'll be the Condors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Running inside, it's Miller. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
Got a little grass. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the field. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Condors come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And it'll be the Condors will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Condors back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's right. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the gun, the running back has it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense in press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Condor! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Finley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Miller with the ball. Spins away from the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Finds his tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Under fire. Soft spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Baker. Grabbed in the middle, it's Finley. And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working that wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Wright. Bring in the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll have a chance to tie or take the lead before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it. Crosses the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And tackled there by the defense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Finding some room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Inside the 35. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And it'll be the Condors pound to the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here comes the option. Fighting off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Stevens. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Condors! Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Baker. Trying to get behind the defense. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. The give is to Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the ground with the counter. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Here's the pressure. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Fenwick. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding its blitz and not...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkerson. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
On the move, he fires. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
I like the idea defensively here, too. Now, you got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The option look. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see.